Hi, my name is Shanique Lewis, and I'll be going over AAC. I will not be going over exactly everything on the screen, but follow along and I will answer any questions that I can. So, AAC is a form of communication that you use other than oral speech. So, using textbooks, first then boards, visual schedules, electronic tablet speech applications, and speech generated devices, also known as SGD, are different kinds of AAC communication. So different skills and behaviors you want to look at. The skills is mainly looking at requesting, tacting, manding, gestures, and signs, seeing what the individual wants or needs. And you want to be able to address the behavior challenges within that child, providing the child with communication skills and critical thinking skills. Different interventions that you would look at: direct intervention, environmental instruction, routines and scripts, and then communication partner training. Each person is different and they are unique in their own way, and the AAC device needs to be chosen that is chosen will focus on the individual's strengths. Different materials you need is depending on which device that you choose. If you're doing PECs, you'll need a PECs book. Um, for AAC apps for SGDs, there's different ones. For example, you have Touch Chat and Protocol, so you'll need an iPad or a tablet. And then for sign language, you'll use your hands. Different kinds. You have picture tablets, alphabet-driven devices, tactical symbol buttons, and then visual scene displays. So some modifications. Modifications, there are many of them that you would be able to use when you're introducing an AAC device. So, for an example, highlighting the color preferences for visual attention, bigger letters, even bolded, and then less items on the screen to start teaching, and then you can fade those away. Daily routines at school, you always want to be consistent with what you do at school and mirror what's going on at home, and then vice versa. You want to be consistent with the vocabulary that's being used because most kids are not able to generalize a different language at the beginning. And then you want to model the language you want to see. So being able to show them the pathway of their SGD or what to do with their textbook modeling. Individuals learn very well with modeling, and that's a huge skill for them. Data collection. So the reason you want to collect data is so that the client can become familiar with their device. And different things you can take data on is operational skills, being able to turn on and off their device, charging, keeping track of the device, and then working on vocabulary. And then lastly, working on social communication like requests, comments, providing and asking for information. I have right here a example of a data collection sample. So we have partial physical, full physical. Um, for this is an example sheet that you can use, and when the an example is when an individual is independently using their device for a targeted goal, asking for candy, for example, you would mark an I. PP is partial physical, FP is full physical prompt, and then NR is no response. And when that session is over, you can tally up the number of each data collection and then divide by the total number of responses during the session and then convert it into a percentage to know how well they did at the end of that session. When you're doing considerations for AAC devices, you of course want to make sure that child has that prereq skill. Um, Also looking at the costs for like SGDs, their price range is very high. I believe looking it up, I saw the highest one being close to $200. So making sure that is affordable if it's not funded to you. Sign language is not every kid understands sign language and can notice when it's being used. Also, it's not many people know sign language, um, and they might have fine motor deficits skills. Maintenance is the device needs to be maintained, and the implementation is that parents and caregivers and teachers are able to use it too. I hope this helps, and thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed.